You go, Max. Search Vodafone DreamLab and join the Dream Team tonight.
DreamLab app is owned by Vodafone Foundation, an independent charity. Registration number 1089625. Full terms at vodafone.co.uk/dreamlab.
My name is Donya. I moved to Manchester in 2010. I came from Afghanistan. The first school day was a bit tough. I had no friends, couldn't speak English, and felt a bit left out. My high school teacher was very supportive. She matched me up with friends that spoke the same language as me. Having friends gave me a lot of confidence. I felt like I'm not being left out.
Teaching. Every lesson shapes a life. Get free one-to-one support with our teacher training advisors to get one step closer to the classroom. Subject to eligibility. Search Get Into Teaching.
So, that's the sound a gospel choir makes after buying a used car from Kazoo. Yep, they bought it online and it's been safely delivered to their door at a time that suits them. Ooh, big finish there. Jazz hands too. Can you buy a used car online and get it delivered to your door contact-free? Kazoo, yeah you can. Kazoo, the safer way to buy a used car.
Tom Swarbrick on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
The shops are coming back, baby. What? Normality is to return, hopefully, in the coming weeks. There is, and I'll dig the details for you in a moment, but there is some suggestion that barbecues might be able to go ahead in the coming weeks, that we might start to be able to go around to people's gardens. I mean, I was talking to a neighbour over the fence today, socially distanced, thank you. And you just think, oh, on a bank holiday weekend with the weather like it's been today, just a couple of cold ones and something on a grill would have been perfect. In people's company. You can do it on your own, of course. Here's Philip in Croydon. Hiya, Philip.
Yeah, hi, Tom. How you doing?
Good. What are you holding on to? The small detail that will make your life feel normal again?
Would be actually to have some work and obviously go and have some money. I mean, the thing is that, you know, I want to go, to be honest, I want to go to Greg's. And I just want a steak bake and a sausage roll, and I'm happy. I've actually been in lockdown now for 12 weeks, and I've got a further 9 weeks because I have a severely disabled child who is...
Philip, I'm sorry.
That's all right. He's got respiratory failure. He's happy. He's watching Thomas the Tank Engine normally. But that set aside, so I've been on lockdown more than most people. And I've got another 10 weeks to go. But I think it's going to, you know, this shop situation, shopping, all of them opening and kind of getting semi back to normal, it's going to prove difficult for these stores and things because people, I don't think, have the money in order to do things. Yes, they've not been going out. Yes, they've not been spending, but there's millions of them that are like me, self-employed, and they've not been getting any furlough. They've not been getting any help from the government. They're in that grey area where they don't have 3 years' worth of tax returns and all the rest of it. So,
well, Philip, if you've got 1 year's worth, it's worth. They've said it's worth checking out. If you've got 1 year's worth, get in touch with the support schemes to see.
Yeah, I've tried all them.
I suspect you already have.
Yeah, I tried all them. That was a waste of time. So so I'm just living off my savings basically. So, but I think there's going to be a lot of people. These shops are all going to open. I think they're going to all have sales on and all the rest of it. But I don't think people are going to be flooding to purchase TVs and all the rest of it that people think that they're going to go and get, because most of them have got it anyway. I just can't see how.
I do wonder whether, to some extent, you may well be right. And if people are so concerned about their health, which is understandable and obvious, are people going to be worried about even getting out of the house and going to these places?
I mean, to be fair, I've spoke to a lot of my friends who are in similar situations as me from the school and things like that. They're not going anywhere because they don't want to bring anything home. And so, you know, whether you're living with elderly parents, you've got disabled children, you've got someone with diabetes who are at high risk and all the rest of it. I know that they're saying that the figures are going down, and yes, they are, but they don't want to catch it and bring it home. And so I think that, you know, and plus on top of that, you're talking about millions of people potentially not having a job. So the last thing that they're likely to do is to be popping out and saying, you know, I fancy a new
right.
TV and I fancy this, that, and whatever, because it's just not going to happen. I
No,
can't
Philip, I
see
think
it.
you're right. I just wonder what, you know, a new TV, you know, it's kind of I would regard that as quite, you know, that's a big purchase, right? That's not an everyday kind of purchase. If you were able to get to Greg's, I mean, if Greg's not open, they must be doing deliveries, aren't they? You must be able to get your hands on a steak bake.
But I did hear that they're opening the 800 stores. So they've been trialing
We've got to
some
get
in...
you one, Philip. Someone has got to be able to deliver you a steak bake, surely.
They should be able to send it from the factory. But, you know, so that would make me happy. And a sausage roll.
Oh, well, Philip, breaking news. I've got news for you.
Yeah.
The executive research desk of the Late Night Show with Tom Swarbrick, the stand-in chef de mission tonight, reveals that Greg's is to reopen 800 stores from mid-June.
You see, so all I've got to do is wait for a couple of weeks, and then Bob's your uncle. I'm happy.
Love it.
I can see
Philip, keep going. Keep hanging on. Keep hanging on for the sausage roll. Thank you for the call. Here's Tommy in Liverpool. Tommy.
Hello, Tom. I phoned you last week, and you're still laughing. You're still laughing, aren't you? To be honest, I can't wait to Greg's to shut. To be honest, right? To be honest, the barbecue, what you said there, I can't wait to peer over the garden and go, oh, there's nothing worse you missed than a good barbecue, is there? Apart from, it doesn't matter whether it's 3,000, right? But you can't get the coals, can you? To be honest, the funniest thing in the world, right? It's absolute hilarious. Oh, that fellow who went to, did he go to Sources or somewhere? Wherever he went, the fellow on his bike, and there was people outside his house. There was grown men outside his house booing. Just think of that. Just think of that. So what I'm going to say, Tom, before I go, before Sayers opens, right? The other thing, Harry Redknapp was on the telly, and he went, and someone said, "Are you all right?" He said, "Apart from the £5 million house, my neighbours are great." He said, "You're all right for Sprouts." You're all right for Sprouts.
I've got Tommy. Before you go,
you've got
before
to
you go,
listen to me.
no, wait. Before you go,
listen
Tommy.
to this. Listen to this.
Tommy.
You can't whack a good barbecue.
He's definitely Ricky Tomlinson. It's definitely Ricky Tomlinson. I've been trying to work out whether Tommy is, you know, he'll ring up and he'll just deliver his little thing. I can't get a word in edgeways, as you heard. I swear to God it's Ricky Tomlinson. I'm determined to find out. Here's Ian in Feltham. Hi, Ian.
Hello, Tom. Talking about the businesses opening up and people going shopping, and if they don't buy, these businesses are going to go under. But there's £900 million waiting to be injected into these businesses to save them.
Where'd you get 900 million from?
It's from the insurers. Now, at the moment, there's a court case pending. There's a class action by people like Blanc, all these restaurateurs. They're suing Hiscox. There's another group of people suing RSA. It was in the Evening Standard and the Metro and QBE because they've decided they're not going to pay insurance because pandemics are not included in the policy. But the FCA have said they're going to let the High Court decide.
Do you know what, Ian? We did, right back at the start of this, we got an insurance expert on to walk us through what people might be covered by. And their suggestion was that pandemics was a separate policy, an add-on that you needed to purchase specifically. And even then, once you'd got that, they were trying to wiggle out of paying out.
Well, in America, they're suing Lloyd's of London because they actually insured for a pandemic.